No doubt we've got some insane volatility taking place in both the stock market and the cryptocurrency market right now, and it is because of the Federal Reserve interest rate decision and the FOMC press conference we saw with Jerome Powell. Now, I'll be the first to admit, I thought Jerome Powell did a pretty decent job of answering questions, and a lot of those questions were related to the banking crisis that is going on here in the United States and the contagion that is spreading across the globe. So we're going to be focusing a little bit on that in this video, but we're definitely going to be looking at what Jerome Powell said, what this interest rate decision means, and highlighting some of the key moments because the stock market, up, down, up, down, up, down, Bitcoin, up, down, up, down, up, down. I mean, it looked like you were going over some ski mountains there. And yeah, they were definitely black diamonds because the slopes were insane. Let's discuss it. If it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. Let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2023 the best year ever. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. Now, look, if you're brand new to investing, you don't know how or where to buy stocks in crypto, this could be a 2008 moment, guys. If you are not investing right now, you've got to ask yourself why. We are seeing prices beat down to ridiculous lows. We are seeing massive volatility. And if you ever said to yourself, man, I should have invested back then, we're giving it, like, this is a time machine moment. You've got that next chance. Webull. You get Webull down there. You get any deposit. You guys are going to get 6 to 12 free stocks. And a $1 crypto trade is going to get you $5 in free crypto. If you guys want to invest in the cryptocurrency market, you want crypto exclusive exchanges, you get KuCoin and Binance down there. Now, KuCoin and Binance, they offer rewards for the more active trader. The more you trade, the more you're going to earn. But please be aware, if you hold on those exchanges, it's considered a loan to those exchanges. If you want it to be your asset, you need to hold it on a cold storage or DeFi wallet to mitigate some of that risk there that the centralized exchanges have. Jerome Powell, congratulations, my friend. You did a very good job fielding some very difficult questions. Now, no matter the results today, we were anticipating some down in the markets. Why? If you raise interest rates, you worry about further stressing out the banks. If you don't raise interest rates, you worry about inflation running wild once again. I believe Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve did exactly what they should have done, and that was come in at market consensus at the 25 basis point interest rate hike. Nonetheless, we are seeing some downside, so let's talk about that towards the end, but I want to discuss what Jerome Powell and some key takeaway points. Number one, this is likely to be the last interest rate hike unless, of course, we see further evidence that it is necessary. So what does that mean? The next interest rate decision is likely to be, or according to Jerome Powell, right now, at this time, at this place in time, it is likely to be a zero interest rate hike. 0 basis points. We're leaving the Fed funds rate steady at 5%. Now, he did say that that absolutely could change based on the information that we have at the next meeting. But the good news is, if we have peaked on these interest rates, we could see them decrease over the coming years. So to I guess put it as simply as possible, end of 2023, they're expecting between 5 and 5.10% Fed funds rate, basically right where we're at right now. And that is going to be dependent, like he said, on the economic activity taking place throughout the rest of the year. But if you had to project out right now, we're good. End of 2024, they were around, I forget the exact number, but it was around 4%. So the interest rate should begin decreasing in 2024. End of 2025, it was in the 3% range. So it should continue decreasing. This is good news for the market. This is good news for a returning bull market. This is good news for anybody looking to borrow in the coming years. Right now, the projected interest rate by Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve, assuming that everything continues on the same path that it is currently on, will begin declining in 2024 and will decline through 2025. Now, this is excellent because a lot of people are predicting a bullish stock market and a bullish cryptocurrency market at the end of 2024 going into 2025. The Bitcoin halving coming into play, potentially new administration coming into play, and the time cycle on Bitcoin there is going to be conducive to a bull market, and lower interest rates will be conducive to that bull market as well. So that is a positive. But we've got a lot of turmoil going on in the market right now. One of the things that Jerome Powell said, because he was getting blasted with questions about the banking crisis. Now, I'm not sure I completely agree with this, but he's got to push the narrative that the banking system is safe, that we should be confident in the banking system, and I think he did a very good job of that. So a lot of people were asking about contagion, whether or not the banking collapse of Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank and Silvergate Bank shutting down there could be contagious throughout the market. And he did a very good job, Jerome Powell did a very good job of saying that no. The conditions that were affecting Silicon Valley Bank are exclusive to Silicon Valley Bank. And the Federal Reserve, and the federal government is going to do whatever they need to do in order to protect banks, in order to protect confidence in banks, and in order to protect the financial system that we've got here in the United States and across the globe. So, although I don't know if I agree with that, right? I don't know if I agree that Silicon Valley Bank is the only bank out there that was making loans that were risky. I don't know if Silicon Valley Bank is the only bank that was giving their executives massive bonuses ahead of their collapse. I don't know if Silicon Valley Bank is a contained or a contagion. I believe that the banking system has a lot of work cut out for it. And I don't think that we're done seeing some banks collapse here. But Jerome Powell, nonetheless, doing a very good job of fielding those questions and making the American public confident in the banking system, which is exactly what he needs to do. So why are we seeing the fall that we're seeing today? Well, basically because we really were stuck in between a rock and a hard place. No matter the decision, no matter the announcement, no matter what Jerome Powell did today, there was going to be a greater negative. And the greater negative of raising interest rates 25 basis points is that we do have to see how it affects banks. The greater negative is that by raising interest rates to this level and potentially peaking on interest rates, we don't know if inflation is going to calm down. We don't know what the future holds, and fear and uncertainty always lead conservative investors out of those risky assets and into safer assets. So as interest rates rise and as conservative/prudent investors continue to move over to bonds, CDs, bank accounts, savings accounts, the market is left to scrape back some of the gains. Guys, we made it through this Federal Reserve announcement. I know prices are on the downside, but the good news is interest rates may have peaked. The good news is we may have a soft landing, even though it feels like this soft landing, I don't know, jumping out of an airplane and landing on water. I don't care what you think that is soft. It's going to hurt. And in the economy right now, inflation is the next thing we've got to look at. So, Jerome Powell, congratulations on doing the best that you could today. I understand that we may have a dip, but the good news is, with the silver lining and the potential end of the tunnel, or the light at the end of the tunnel, towards the end of 2023, going into 2024, investors may decide to begin buying ahead of exiting the tunnel. And if they do that, a bull market can begin, and then the economy can catch back up. The economy doesn't always have to lead the bull market. The bull market can lead the economy, but it has to be sustainable. So we may begin to see some gains ahead of 2024. And once 2024 rolls around, if everything's looking good, if interest rates are declining, if the Federal Reserve is confident, and so are the American people, that is when the massive rally starts. I want to know what you guys think. Down in the comments below, let me know your thoughts on how Jerome Powell and the FOMC press conference went today, and of course the interest rate decision as well. Now, if that button right there is still red, make sure to click it, subscribe to the channel, join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. You guys got Claybro883 everywhere. 6 to 12 free stocks on Webull, KuCoin, and Binance, free Discord. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.